FPL Plus Chrome extension by fantasyfootballfix.com is free to add to the official Premier League website. They've now added a future game week planner, an essential tool to plan for the upcoming blank and double game weeks. You'll also be able to add player points projections, your live rank, and other statistics to the FPL interface. The link to add FPL Plus is in the video description. We've still got 2 big matches remaining in Double Game Week 25, but a current score of 37 points minus 4 has seen another drop down to 216k. Alexander-Arnold has been the best of the 3 transfers as it stands, as Liverpool restricted Wolves to a single big chance in their goalless draw. Ben White joined him in keeping a clean sheet, with Arsenal facing just a single shot in their 1-0 win over Leicester. Denied by the crossbar, captain Mo Salah recorded a match-leading 0.76 expected goal involvement figure. Cody Gakpo missed a big chance after being played in by the Egyptian. Darwin Nunez unexpectedly missed out against the Eagles after suffering an injury setback, while Eddie Nketiah was relegated to the bench for the first time since the World Cup. Mikel Arteta said the reason was to keep everybody fresh, with 3 games in a short period, so hopefully we see him back in the 11 to face Everton. Now let's look ahead to the transfer plans for Game Week 26. My intention is to keep things simple this game week and just make my one free transfer. I have briefly contemplated the wildcard, but I'm not ready to commit to a chip strategy just yet. My preferred plan currently is to settle for 3 doublers in Game Week 27 for a 4-point hit, and use the free hit chip in Game Week 28. Then I would potentially take a hit or 2 in Game Week 29 to set up for a bench boost. After that, I would dead end my team towards blank Game Week 32, before utilising the wildcard to set up for the big doubles in Game Weeks 34 and 37. With that being said, Toney is my number 1 target this game week, with 2 doubles on the horizon in 27 and 29. Playing a direct hand in 5 goals across 7 outings post-World Cup, the Brentford striker has averaged 5.7 points per game. Only Rashford, Nketiah and Haaland have a better expected goals figure in that time. The outcome of the FA Cup 5th round matches midweek could play a factor in who makes way. If Fulham beat Leeds tonight as expected, I plan to sell Darwin Nunez since that outcome would see Liverpool blank in Game Week 28. However, if Leeds were to win and Nunez was to recover from his latest injury setback, I would consider losing Eddie Nketiah instead. In that scenario, I'd want to keep hold of my 3 Liverpool players going into Game Week 28 and add Bukayo Saka, which would allow me to then save the free hit chip. So that's where I'm up to with transfer plans and chip strategy going into Game Week 26, and here's how the team is set to line up. After the London Derby defeat last weekend, Chelsea have kept only 1 clean sheet in their last 4 matches. But they've conceded just 3 big chances in that time, on par with Brighton and only improved on by Spurs. Leeds ranked joint 13th with a tally of 3 goals scored in that period, and only Nottingham Forest have fashioned fewer than their 4 big chances. There's a bench dilemma in defence, with Trent Alexander-Arnold likely to be the man to miss out, due to the form of his opponents Man United, who are undefeated in their last 10 matches in all competitions. He and Kieran Trippier have been the 2 most creative defenders since the World Cup, fashioning 16 and 36 chances respectively. Whilst I'm not expecting a clean sheet from either of them, the prospect of benching Trippier is more daunting due to his high ownership. Ben White faces a Bournemouth side that have scored 3 goals in their last 4 matches. The Cherries have fashioned a total of 4 big chances meanwhile, on par with Fulham, Leeds and Southampton, with only Nottingham Forest faring worse. I'm also in favour of starting James Tarkowski, who faces Steve Cooper's struggling side. Forest have scored just 2 goals in the last 4 matches, and Chelsea are the only side with fewer. Since Sean Dyche took charge of Everton in Game Week 22, no defender has fired as many as Tarkowski's 7 shots from inside the box. Marcus Rashford returns after leading his side to victory in the Carabao Cup final. The most informed player since the Game Week 17 restart, only Harry Kane has taken as many as his 34 shots. Liverpool have faced 13 big chances in their last 4 matches, with only Aston Villa allowing more. Martin Ødegaard faces a Bournemouth side that have conceded 6 goals in their last 4 matches, with only Leicester, Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa faring worse. Just 3 teams have allowed more than their 11 big chances conceded. Named on the bench for consecutive league matches, Riyad Mahrez is once again a rotation concern ahead of Newcastle's visit to the Etihad in Gameweek26. But the Algerian has notched 3 goals and 4 assists in his 4 home matches since the World Cup, averaging 11.2 points per 90 minutes. So it's perhaps worth one last roll of the dice before moving him onto a Brighton midfielder next game week. Joining potential new signing Ivan Toney is likely to be Eddie Nketiah, pending the FA Cup 5th round results as mentioned. The outcome of Arsenal's midweek clash with Everton will help us assess his chances of starting here. He's certainly in need of a big performance to fight off competition from Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli, who combined for the winning goal against Leicester. Nketiah is without a goal in the last 4 game weeks, but only Cody Gakpo and Erling Haaland have been afforded more than his 4 big chances. Only Rashford and Saka have taken more shots in the box. Marcus Rashford and Martin Odegaard are captaincy contenders in Gameweek 26, due to form and fixture respectively. But after another goal and assist last weekend, Erling Haaland is in pole position to reclaim the armband. Newcastle are without a clean sheet in their last 5 matches in all competitions.